Yeah, unfortunately, this did conflict with Elite Chess Title Arena, which I think is still going on. So I was put in a tough spot. I figured that there will be many more titled arenas. They actually put out a schedule for the next several months. Um, and it's not too often that I'll play like a slower, more serious tournament with a lot of strong players. So thought this would be a nice way to mix things up. Cowboy 2227 just flagged his opponent with only a pawn. Very dirty. I hope you didn't learn that from me. I'll take no responsibility. Penguin is playing both. That's so great. I forgot that I could potentially simul. I feel like only Penguin is one of the few people on the planet capable of doing that. Okay. Oh, do I know this person? Is this Camel? I know this person. Okay. I forget what he plays. Anyway, again, goodbye chat and hello chess. Let's play Taimanov. Yeah, during these games, no chat, just commentary. Chat can interact with themselves. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, you can say hi to the Twitch chat. Yeah, G3. G3 is an annoying line. There's a couple of things I can play. I can play knight f6, h5. I can play h5 right away. I can play d6, bishop d7. I think I'll stick with what I used to play, which is this, bishop d7. I think bishop e7, knight f6. And just try and play what do we call this? Scheveningen. The pawns are here. Not quite a hedgehog or a hippo. And there's some reason why the bishop goes to d7 before the kingside develops, which I think involves something with dealing with knight d5 ideas. I thought rook e1. There's some rook e1 knight d5 idea. Okay, this looks kind of reasonable. f4 is a move. So I want to play knight f6. Always have to watch out for e5. I don't think it's too dangerous. This takes e5. Looks completely fine. Sometimes white wants to play g4. The issue with g4 is that I can take and play e5 and g4 is hanging. So knight b3 makes some sense. I don't know why h5 is sticking out. There's also knight a5 here. Knight a5 is very typical. But it kind of gives away central control. So if so the castling is of course the main move I want to play, but then I have to watch out for g4. So castling g4. I can't take on d4 there. And e5 probably runs into some knight d5 idea. Maybe it's playable though. Let's imagine castling g4 e5. If takes, I think I can. Maybe I can't. But okay, if takes, I just take with knight. And if g4 or g5 knight g5, there's knight d5, which is annoying there. So because of that, I might just play knight a5. Which kind of, maybe it doesn't allow e5. Let's play knight a5. And this poses a bigger question to white. So there's a few ideas with this move. One idea, I want to play knight c4 and hit things which are not defended. The only two things which are undefended in white's position. The other idea is, because I was low on space, my minor pieces were a bit cramped, so I might want to trade off knights. I'm also freeing the c6 square for the bishop, which would then free the d7 square for my knight. So trying to achieve some kind of piece harmony. I'm also unleashing the c-file. So it's very common to play like rook c8, b5, eventually knight c4. Yeah, if I castled, I feel like white's play would have been too easy on the king side. Okay, so the queen was selected there. Wow. So I guess if it's highlighted yellow like this, it's selected. And if I click again, it doesn't deselect. What if I right click? No, it's still selected. So how do I deselect without, like, you just click a random pawn? Can I click off the board? Wait, off the board. No. Okay. Trying to minimize these click-click disasters. Anyway, yeah, he's taking a think. This is another streamer. Yeah, I don't know if he's streaming though. I'm actually kind of happy I didn't go with this. I have been playing this h5, h4 line, but it's a lot riskier. Okay, so let's take. Yeah, I think knight c4 was too much of an annoyance for white. But I'm happy to get the trade. Queen being on a5 also prevents e5 from happening. I still have ideas of like rook c8. What else to do? Rook c8, b5. Now castling probably makes more sense. e5 is also an idea. e5 is kind of double-edged because it weakens d5, but fixes a pawn here. Might make more sense when the bishop's here. So queen e2, interesting. h5 is also some idea, but h5, h3, probably not so useful. I think rook c8 is very natural. I am kind of delaying castling, but I'm figuring that my rook's going to c8 regardless. There's no immediate reason why I should castle. And there might be some, probably not right away, but I was imagining some idea with taking bishop b5. Like if the knight moves anywhere, like knight d1, dumb move, then bishop b5 wins material. I'm trying to like deselect a piece. This is really annoying. Maybe this and then this. No. Okay, not too important here. I just have to not click an empty square. Yeah, so I'm trying to predict white's next move. Might be some like rook a d1. And then like b5, b4. But b5 blocks the rank and then probably allows e5. So probably just castling and see what white is up to. And there are ideas of just sacking the exchange, like takes, and then maybe it's more typical in the dragon how effective it would be. The main reason to sack the exchange would be if I could somehow win the e4 pawn. Wow, e5. So trying to make me regret that I'm not castling. Probably have to take. I mean, trying to figure out the idea. Takes. There's bishop takes b7, rook b8. There's no bishop f4 because I take on e2 and do things. I guess white's winning a6, but then I win b2. So we trade on e5, I lose this pawn, rook b8. Bishop takes a6, rook takes b2. That just looks very pleasant, like the light-squared bishop would get out of play for white. Oh, there's bishop takes here right away, but it doesn't happen. Trying to be extra careful. Like my queen's like wide open, but there's no, like the bishop's on a dark square, so there's no random bishop checks to win the queen. If the king was on d8, then there'd be bishop b6 check. So rook b8. So bishop f4 kind of defends, but let's play rook b8. Yeah, so bishop f4 I take and then win the bishop. Bishop takes a6. I think I can get away with this. Because the knight would be hanging. And white's pieces just don't seem so well coordinated there. And time is very good as well. I think white was definitely trying to punish me because I didn't castle. And now all these files are open for white. But black has initiative. So I'm not sure what my opponent was thinking. Okay, so rook takes b2. Just looks great. Yeah, I'm looking for white's resources, but the knight will be attacked. Is queen d3 may be expected? And queen d3. Is queen d3 makes sense, or queen d2. Yeah, very similar. So, what's material? I'm up a pawn. Yeah, queen d2. Maybe it gets a bit weird. So there's a few moves that come to mind. There's knight g4, there's bishop c5, there's castling, of course. Yeah, bishop d4 is probably a threat, actually. Bishop d4, I have bishop c5, so maybe it's not a threat.
All right, Eric Rosen with a Sicilian. King still in the center. Fortuitous on the king side. What does that mean?
Uh-oh, what just happened? Some weird server glitch. So probably castling. And rook a1.
All right, good for Rosen. Go Rosen. Only the finest streamers play.
Yeah, castling rook a1, queen c7. Just simple chess. I should note, I'm not worried about this, because white would have too many things hanging. Bishop d4, so yeah, bishop c5 is my go-to move. A nice kind of defensive / offensive resource. And this just facilitates trades. If takes, king h1, still have to be a bit careful. Ideally, I'd like to stay on the offensive, like play rook c8. Knight a4 is off limits because of bishop. If rook takes f6, I assume queen takes here. Oh, queen takes d7, takes... Yeah, I'd just be up the exchange there. So leaving some tension. So there's a cool move, rook takes c2 here. Don't know if it works though, because takes, king here takes, and then bishop's a bit loose. Maybe it does work though, I don't know. I mean, there's takes. I'm up 2 pawns there.
Eric Rosen is crushing his opponent. Once again, it's fortuitous. 4 against 2. Eric Rosen's winning so much, he thinks he's playing me. No, you're playing somebody else. He can't believe how much he's winning.
There's also very simple, just trade on d4 and win c2. That might be the way to go. Because the knight's attacked and the knight's very restricted. If knight moves and the pawn's weak. If knight moves, there's also bishop e5 ideas. Yeah, let's just take twice. Rook takes c2 would have been a bit more flashy, but I like this line. It's amazing, like these squares, all these squares are... I mean, e4 is accessible, but then I'm happy to trade more. e2's off limits. And these squares don't look so appealing. Okay, so knight e4. Bishop e5... Bishop e5 doesn't quite work because white takes with check. But let's just take... Oh, but then rook takes d7. I mean, that's probably the way to go. And I can move back. Yeah, actually, rook takes d7. Okay, never mind. Would have won a2 in the end. Now bishop... Oh, wow. Oh, both things are hanging. Thankfully, I have rook c7. I forgot the bishop attacks backwards. Okay, that's very fortunate. Yeah, otherwise I would have been losing material there. So white's gonna fight. Some kind of like bishop c. Oh, bishop c6 doesn't look so great. Maybe rook c8. Just want to facilitate trades. Like piece activity is very important in these positions. Time is also very important. Try and keep a time advantage. So rook c1. Let's play bishop b5 first. And bishop b7, things could get a bit weird. A bit weird. Like bishop b7 check. Okay, here I should probably throw in the check. Yeah, check. Oh, there's no rook c2. There's bishop f1. It's weird. It's getting very weird. But everything kind of defends each other. f5's a move. And g6 also. What to do? So f5. It looks so weakening, but it's almost mating. Let's try this. Time is getting. This is what my opponent wanted to complicate matters. Get into some time scramble. Thinking bishop b1, bishop b5. Looks questionable though. Bishop b7, so rook c2 check. Rook c3 also possible. Let's start with this. Oh, wait, king here, here, and then e5 is a fork. I was looking for mating ideas, but if e5, that better work. King f3, so I could... I don't have or maybe e5. There's also g5 here. Oh, it's so close. Takes. I should just play simple. Let's check and move here. Yeah, let's simplify. There's going to be some endgame time scramble. I'm in control. Time is very close. Now it's just like a bullet game. I am up 2 pawns here. I might be losing a pawn back. Okay, rook d7 I can trade. Yeah, I think white's just running out of ideas. Let's take in this. And rook f3 is just force mate. Hey, g5 mate. Let's get some g5 emotes. g5, almost unstoppable. Or e5. I mean, there's rook f7. Unexpected mating that. That ended really quickly. I'm so disappointed he didn't let me play g5 mate. That's okay. Nice game.